everybody. It's so good to see all of you again. Hi, Liz Cooks. It's good to see you again too. I did that thing again where I start the stream early again. I keep confusing 47 with 57, and I got confused if I started too early. So you guys just sat here on that waiting screen for like over 12 minutes. That's my bad. I keep forgetting numbers. So last week we were supposed to play Bloody Penny Gator Sim on Thursday, but I am the sleepiest snake in the world, and thus I overslept 3 of my alarms set up to remind me about this. So we ended up not having a stream on Thursday. So we're here now on Tuesday to stream this game. I haven't played this game before or seen anyone play this game before at all. So I don't know how long it is. The Steam page said it's maybe an hour and a half, give or take. We're going to see how many endings we could get, and we're just gonna like play this. Some preface: this is the Bloody Painter dating sim. It's based off of the creepypasta Bloody Painter, and I don't remember this creepypasta. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was a big creepypasta girly back in the ye olden days of like back years ago. I think I actually only left the creepypasta fandom when the Slenderman stabbings happened, and that kind of made me go, ugh, I couldn't stay there anymore. I was really young. Really young, I say. I think I was like 16. Maybe 14? I can't remember actually. What year was that? It doesn't matter right now. I also have really big plans, in the coming weeks. I'm planning to make a, not a podcast, but like a true crime, info dump video. Maybe next week or the week after that. I'm still like thinking of how I want to do this. If I want to record it as a standalone video and post it on YouTube, or if I want to stream it. So it would kind of be up to you guys. Or if not, I'll just make one of my friends decide for me, because I am incapable of making decisions for myself. Anyways, let us play the game. I've been listening to that intro music for like an hour. Ugh. With a severe headache, you wake up in an unfamiliar place. As you touch the bruise on the back of your head, it seems you were hit by something heavy before you lost consciousness. Is that spaghetti? A heavy iron chain tied around your feet. Someone has trapped you here. You try to remember what happened before you lost consciousness, but you can't recall anything. Let's investigate. I'm sorry, I'm giggling so much. I'm like, you? Cell phone. No signal. Damn. I might be in a remote place or underground. Mattress. The mattress feels really hard to lie on. Okay. The meal. Spaghetti. Tomato sauce and a bottle of water. The round plastic horse is completely harmless. Harmless. It's thoughtfully typed. I doubt a spork is harmless. Everybody says, "Oh, sporks are so harmless." No, I give me a spork right now. I'll attack someone with it. I can figure it out. Hand it over. You can always jab that fucker in someone's eye and scoop. It's still warm. Feels was sent here not long ago. Where to investigate next? Wall. 4 walls, no windows, weirdly clean. Where to investigate next? The door. Dig through the keyhole, but you cannot see anything. Wonder where I am. Where to investigate next? I looked everywhere. What's the next move? Knock over the metal. Think again. Listen. You can't hear any sound other than your own breathing. The sound from these rooms is particularly good. So yelling for help won't do good. You'll just blow my own ears out. I won't knock over the meal because I need the energy. Can I just not... Am I not allowed to eat it? I know we're worried about being drugged or poisoned or whatever, but I think starving to death is a worse fate. I'll just sleep. I'll lay on the bed. Try to sleep under this condition. Maybe it's the fatigue caused by nervousness, but you still fall asleep. Question mark? Question. You open your eyes after hearing some noises. What's up, bitch? A tall man wearing a mask is squatting on the ground and looking at you with his head tilted. He remains silent, as if he's sizing up his prey. He points to the plate on the floor, like indicating you should finish your meal quickly. Thinking that the strange man might have poisoned the meal, you shake your head in fear. Seeing you have no intention of eating. Oh my god, this has voice acting. I did not know this was voice acting. That breathing spooked me a second. Seeing you have no intention of eating, he looks quite distressed.
You can't die.
Neat. That voice is familiar.
Not now.
Wait, can I check the credits real quick? That sounds really I can't check the credits. Okay. That voice sounds really familiar. Hold up. Hold up. Well, maybe I don't know this voice actor. He sounds really familiar, but I don't recognize that name. Alright. Never mind then. Like, I know that man. I know who you are. I was wrong. He slowly speaks with a deep, steady voice.
The freezer is full.
Ominous. What does that mean?
The freezer is full, and there's no space for more. 7 days.
He pauses and thinks.
There won't be space until 7 days later.
Lit.
If you die now, you'll rot.
What do you mean? So only have 7 days left to live? He nods and walks out the door. Wait, you can't leave me here like this, please! Your cries don't stop the door from closing. Day 1. Night. Let's investigate the surroundings first. Okay, we got a meal. Bread and bottled water. Door. Is it unlocked? Dude's pacing. What's he doing? Mattress. You wanna sleep away the day? Apparently that's the only thing I can fucking do, so yeah. Please try to improve your survival rate within 7 days. No food, only water. Neat. Let's investigate and look around. Empty plate. Door. A keyhole. I see something. A vague figure. Observe. What it is after narrowing your eyes. It's an artwork made of the human body, not a human being. I can't scream, but that sounded way too joyful of a yell. You hear the door open. You slowly push the door, and there is no trace of the strange man. Oh, sorry. Very yawny, yawny? That's not... Can I please speak in English? That would be awesome. I keep yawning. I'm sorry, I'm taking a drink. First, you go into a room with a large freezer, sink, an operating table. Then you open another heavy door. You find yourself in a room full of glass display jars. Those eyes are drawn beautifully. Jars are all filled with specimens made from human body parts. It's like you're in an art museum. Could can I please speak English? Could it be that he wanted to freeze me as material for specimen work? You're thinking. You see the scene. Fuck. Run away. Admire the artworks. Okay, so I assume because this is a dating sim, I have what's the word? I have to ingratiate. Is that the word? I don't know if that's the word. That feels wrong. I have to make him love me. So fuck. And running away are not options. Admire the artworks is an option. Well, you know what I mean. I look around and marvel his work with a relish. Look at them for 15 minutes straight.
Interesting.
What's up? You hear a voice coming from the corner. It turns out the man has been watching you from a blind spot behind the glass cabinet. Grape. I like them. They're beautiful. The man goes silent with his head tilted for a couple seconds after hearing your comment. He seems to be thinking about something.
Don't you consider it cruel or bloodthirsty to them?
I kind of like that one right there. I can't stop looking at it. That looks fucked up. I like that one. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but it's the one with the long neck that's on the easel. I like that one. That looks really fucked. No, I feel nothing at all.
You're such a weirdo.
Bro, you're the one doing this. You think, aren't you talking about yourself? After you have a tour in his display room, he locks you back in the small room you were in. You go to sleep to end the day. Your survival rate increases. See? Big brained. I know how to live. Until noon, you don't see breakfast or lunch being delivered. You're already starving. You are waiting for him to bring dinner, but what you get is not dinner. Instead, you hear the door open. A light shines through the crack of the half-open door, looking like an intriguing invitation. You open the door and walk into the light. Into the light. The operating table room, blah 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 blah. Oh, it's not empty. There's a human corpse on it. Cool. You see it? No? Alright. The man pops out of somewhere. He ties the iron chains from your feet and hands the surgical knife in his hand to you.
First, where do you think the first cut should be?
Fuck if I know. His voice tone sounds cold, the kind of teacher who gives students hard questions on purpose. Attack him with a knife. Can't do it. Stab the corpse. You know what? Let's go full evil route. We're going to be we're basically going to be a sycophant. We're going to be a yes man. Stab the corpse. Maybe beautiful works always come with sacrifices. Bunk. This is so. I'm sorry. I can't stop giggling. I'm like really excited. This is definitely something I would have gone like crazy for when I was younger. But due to lack of professionalism, the lines you cut are crooked and ugly. This is when he gets close behind your back and holds your hand. You're both holding the surgical knife, like you two are cutting cake. Yeah, it says hand, but it's hands. He's holding both. You're both holding the surgical knife, like you two are cutting cake together. With his hand, the lines you cut become smooth and clean. Can you guys hear the garbage truck outside my window? I'm sorry, that just majorly distracted me. I heard it. With his lines, the lines you cut become smooth and clean. I really like the line work. And the shading? Oh, that looks really good. God. Smooth and clean. I look like I'm shitting myself. Oh, Jesus Christ. You can smell an ocean perfume on him due to how close you are. It seems to be sprayed to cover up the smell of formalin. You can feel his warmth on your back, but his fingers are a little cold. He's focusing on cutting the corpse, and your hand keeps moving under his lead. He could have killed you, or ignored you, but he didn't. You start to speculate on the purpose of his behaviors. Could it be that he wants someone who can ignore the cruelty and process? In the process, and understand him. You think. After that happy creative time ends, you're locked in the room you were in. You go to sleep to end the day. Day 4. Noon. Until noon, you don't see breakfast or lunch being... Did I even get fed yesterday? You're already starving. You know something shiny in the corner. A key. Means the man accidentally dropped it last night. You open the door with a key. Go past the operating table, where you two spent creative time together last night. The display room. And then you discover there's unnatural, uneven marks from one wall to the corner. You find a trapdoor. After pushing the trapdoor, you see a normal basement storage room. At the corner storage room, you see stairs that go up. Turns out that this is really an underground secret room, hidden layer by layer with trapdoor. No wonder the sound insulation is so good. You walk up the stairs and see a heavy wooden board. You push it hard. What catches your eye is the interior of a cozy cabin. Then you realize the heavy wooden board you just pushed is the back of a bookcase. You look around and found that there are insect specimens everywhere in the cabin. There's also a reindeer head specimen hanging on the wall. When you walk into the room, boy's sleeping. You see a young man with a handsome face and pale skin laying on the sofa. The ocean-scented perfume and the faint smell of formalin emanates from his body. It's him, the masked man who kidnapped you, but he's not wearing a mask at this time. His sleeping face has a ferocious expression. His neck is sweating, and he seems to be trembling. It looks like he's sick. At this time, you decide to. It's like one of my biggest fears, kind of, like, okay, so it's a really weird fear, like, so I'm very into true crime, as you all know. And I've read a lot of stories where people are, like, kidnapped, and they spend, like, years in, like, a basement, or, like, a guest room, or whatever, of somebody's house. And, like, my biggest, like, fear that I always think about is, like, what if you or someone, blah, 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 gets kidnapped, and, like, your kidnapper becomes sick, or whatever, and, like, he dies, or he gets arrested, or something, and nobody fucking knows you're down there, so you just starve to death. It's, like, a big thing that I've always thought about with those kinds of stories. And so, this is like, oh my god, oh no. Take an opportunity to escape or stay and take care of him. Now this is the smart option. This is the get out easy option, because motherfucker doesn't use a gun, he uses a knife because he's an artsy little fuck. So you could just run. And if you, I mean, you're starving right now, but adrenaline is a hell of a drug. But we're gonna stay and take care of him because we're insane. You can't bear to leave him alone, so you reach out and touch his forehead. Whoa! So hot. You try to find something that can cool him down. Let's investigate. Do I still have a chain attached to me, by the way? And I don't think it ever mentioned me taking the chain off, just leaving the room. Whatever. Kitchen. Let's make him some soup. Kitchen is spotlessly clean. Fridge. There's some ice cubes. This cooled down his body temperature. Cabinet. Clean towel. I don't know why I keep fumbling on my reading. Taku! Oh my god, hello Takunder! I love you, hi, I missed you too! Hi! We're just playing a little bit of the Bloody Painter dating sim. It's so good to see you! How are you doing? Let me see if I can do the shout out thing. Because I can never figure out how that thing works. Oh no, I don't know how to do the shout outs. I'm so sorry. Everybody go follow Takunder, he's amazing. I'm doing great. I'm so glad to be able to, stream again after so long. I missed it so much. I'm so happy to see you here. Yeah, I've had the PNG for like a year now. I mostly use it now over my 3D model because the 3D model is so intensive on my CPU. So, yeah, my good friend Necro Bunny drew it for me. She's also the one who drew my the PNG that's on my schedule. If you go on Twitter. She's amazing. You guys should go check her out too. Because I love her art. I can soak a towel in ice water and place it on the patient's forehead to cool him down. The living room is spotlessly clean. Where to investigate next? The bookshelf. Find some of his profile files in the bookcase. Helen Otis. I remember that name. That's what's her face? The angel girl with the pure black eyes. I remember her. I liked her design. Yeah, I felt that even the RTX 5090 using Warudo as well as playing graphic intensive game on streaming misses up the PC rate even. Yeah. So imagine that, but on a 1650 laptop that's like over 5 years old. My computer situation is really shit. I think right now, even with using the PNG and just playing this little intensive, not very intensive game, OBS takes up almost 11% of my CPU. So my CPU is currently like 65% use right now. Don't worry, I also originally streamed on a laptop. I had a 2070 Super, which now is super old. God, a 2070 Super would be a dream right now. Yeah, my laptop's just really old. I hope one day I can get enough money to get a new one. I'm hopefully going to be starting a new job soon. I have an interview on Thursday before stream. So I'll tell you guys how that goes. But I want to try and save up some money so I can buy a new actual proper little rig. So I'm not struggling to keep my computer from overheating, because this thing, holy shit, does it overheat. Like it's getting to the point where it's getting stuck around the 199 206 Fahrenheit mark, which is pretty bad. And it's Helen Otis. Genderman. Wait, no. I'm stupid. I remember how I just said, oh, that's the character with the, like, black eyes, the angel character. I'm wrong. I remember that being, like, Buddy Panner's fan and girlfriend at the time. His name's Helen. I literally got the 5090 last Saturday. Huge improvement, but still crazy tough. God. I mean, your model is awesome. To be fair, your model's pretty awesome. I really need to catch you streaming again. You need to stop streaming so late at night. That's a joke. Stream as much, whatever time you want. I get so sad I keep missing your streams. I could only poke in for like a couple minutes before I have to head off. October 1st, 1980. Where to investigate next? The shelf. Locked box. There's a box with a combination lock. 1980. Nope. I kind of like that clicking noise it made. Jar of cocoa powder and a cup. Let's make a cup of cocoa. Usually during the daytime, it's just me talking to myself and it makes me sad. I do it late night because it's usually, I know, I'm sorry. Maybe I would stream it at a later time too, if my house didn't get extremely crowded in the nighttime hours. During the day, it's basically the only time everybody in my house is not home. Well, except for some people. There is a photo frame on the shelf. It's a photo of him standing at the entrance of the I know English, I swear to God. Judicial Mental Hospital with a man in a doctor's robe. Where to investigate next? Specimens. I'm gonna get that big happy snake family. Very big happy snake family. We're all coiled up under our heat lamps and it's awesome. It feels like he did them all. The workmanship of these specimens is exquisite. Exquisite. October 31st, 2002. Where to investigate next? The sofa, I guess. But you can't move him with your strength. Where to investigate next? Alright. The dude. His expression is ferocious. He seems to be in pain. He's still having a fever. Where to investigate next? Okay. Do I have to go into the kitchen to make the cocoa properly, or... No. Alright. End. You return to the living room, wring out the excessive water from the towel soaked in ice water, and place it on his forehead. His ferocious expression gradually softens. And you once again notice his fair skin and long lashes, and his slightly curled back hair. What a pretty boy. What a pretty bird. If you don't say he is a murderer, his sleepy face looks very harmless now. After a while... Fuck, look at that expression. Oh my god, he's like, ugh, holy shit. He wakes up and says you bring cocoa and sits up on the couch. He looks a little shocked. He looks around quickly and seems to understand what's going on.
Why are you doing this?
I wanted to ask myself that too.
You saw me faint and didn't choose to run away.
It would have been so easy too.
You're such a weirdo.
Projection. Is there anyone weirder than you in this house? You can't help but bitch about him. You seem to see the corners of his mouth rising slightly after a few seconds, and the atmosphere between you relaxes. He doesn't drink the cocoa you brewed for him. It seems he's still a little wary of you. Fuck, it would have been a great idea to, like, slip some rat poison in there. Can you tell me who you are?
Bloody Painter. That's the name they gave me for my modus operandi. If you find it difficult to pronounce, you can call me BP.
I'll just call you BP, not because it's hard to pronounce, just because I don't care. Even though he told you it was just a nickname, at least you know what to call him now. I also know what to call him from all the, signatures on his paintings and the files. I know your name is Helen. After the brief conversation on the sofa, he does not lock you back in the underground secret room. Perhaps staying to take care of him when he fell ill was enough to prove that you won't run away. You get up from the sofa and continue to look. I need to start taking a breath. I keep reading too fast. And then I knocked the breath out of me. It was always like a trouble I had growing up, is that I would always read and talk way too fast, and I would knock the breath out of myself. You get up from the sofa and continue to look at the specimen decorations in the living room. He sits on the sofa, crosses his legs, picks up a book, and starts reading.
By the way, you better not try to escape.
If I didn't try to escape earlier, I'm very obviously probably not going to do it now. If I do, I'm going to kill you first.
There are traps all around the cabin, and only I know how to get in and out safely.
I don't know if I believe you. You sit on the sofa. Soon, a wave of sleepiness over. Yeah, I honk you. Today, you fall asleep on the sofa in the living room, not in the cold underground secret room, and I still haven't eaten. You see him busy cleaning in and out of the house early in the morning. I'll come help too. After speaking, you pick up the rag and bucket and join the cleaning. But you can't really see where this little spotless house needs to be cleaned. You're just taking a wet rag and wiping it on the clean cabinet. Do you usually love cleaning this much?
It would soon be covered with a layer of dust.
Okay, so it's not fully voice acted. Okay, it must be cleaned like 1 or 2 times a week. Otherwise, it will be covered with dust. Yeah. Although he doesn't talk much, his tone and voice gives you a gentle feeling and doesn't make you feel nervous. You climb up on the short ladder and wipe the high cabinets with a rag. Suddenly, a cockroach crawls out from the crack in the cabinet. You're so frightened that you lose your balance and fall backwards. You close your eyes. But what you get is not the pain of falling to the ground, but a warm feeling. Romantic. You open your eyes and find that he's holding you like you're a princess. Bridal style. I'm gonna wrap my little tail around him and crush him as hard as I can. He catches you with the same old expression on his face.
Are you alright?
Perhaps to resolve the awkwardness, he asks. Oh my god, I cannot stop yawning. Oh. Breathe, Phoebe, breathe. I'm right. That's just a cockroach. Hearing the word cockroach, he puts you down. He takes 2 step backs from the cabinet you just wiped and says calmly,
Don't come near here yet.
why?
It's dangerous.
You can't but chuckle at the thought of a murderer being afraid of cockroaches. Fine, whatever you say. The interaction just now makes you feel a little warmth for this cold murderer. At least you see more of his reactions and expressions. This is the rare reaction you have felt in these tense days. He could have let you fall off the ladder, but he rushed over to catch you. Somehow, you feel after these few days of getting along, maybe now you both have different ideas about each other, but that yeah, we're getting closer, my guys. It was only a clear relationship between a murderer who wanted to hunt and a prey who wanted to escape. But now, it has an extra layer of friendship, causing the interaction between you two to have an indescribable sense of dissonance. Just when you pick up the old newspaper and prepare to wipe the windows, you find a police car parked on the road in the distance. 2 police officers get out of the car and keep looking towards the cabin. At some point, BP is already behind you, looking out the window with you.
Wait for a second.
And then he walks out the door to talk to the police officers.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Should I do a voice? Let me get a drink. Are you Mr. Otis? Yeah, that's what every cop sounds like.
Yes, I am.
Have you seen these people around here? And the police officer takes out some photos from his pocket. And oh wow, does he have the worst accent.
Have these people committed a crime and are running away?
No, these people are missing people around this area. This here parts.
I haven't seen them before, but wolves and bears often appear around here.
Can we check out your cabin?
Yes, come in.
BP behaves very kindly and politely. After speaking, he leads the way for the police officers.
Follow my footsteps. I placed some traps near the cabin to protect against wild wolves and bears. You don't want to step on them.
The police officers enter the house and see you. What's up?
An old friend who came to visit me recently.
Nobody's reported me missing. That's so sad. You greet the police officers with a smile and a nod. At the same time, police officer looks through the missing person's photos in his hand. Then he puts the photo back in his pocket. It seems that your disappearance has not been discovered by anyone yet. You stand next to the bookcase blocking the entrance to the secret room. After searching around, the police find nothing unusual and leave. His trust in you increases. I didn't even do anything. I just stood there, like a little prop. Today, you still sleep on the couch in the living room, sitting in the cold basement. Half asleep, you hear the sound of someone approaching. When you notice it, the person seems to be very close to you. You pretend to be asleep, and the person just looks at your sleeping face quietly. Creep. The man stretches out his hand and takes it back just as he is about to touch your hair.
Tisk.
Tisk. Turns around and leaves. What the fuck was that? Hmm? You see him busy in the kitchen for a while, and then breakfast is served in front of you. There is a piece of toast with just the right crispness in a large round plate, a poached egg on top of the toast, and some lettuce salad. This looks heavenly. I fucking love eggs on toast. I've made like what's it called? Eggs in a basket, which is where you like cut a little hole in the bread and then you put your egg in it and then you cook it like there. Oh, it's so good. It's so difficult to make though, at least for me, because I'm really bad at cooking. But I really like. I also like putting making like toasting 2 pieces of bread and putting them on a plate, and then I make a sunny side up egg and I plop it on one of the slices and then I sandwich the breads together to make an egg sandwich. Oh, I love eggs. I kind of wanted to make egg fried rice today, but before stream. But I woke up like an hour before stream and I need to get everything set up, and that takes a while. And so does stir fry rice. Not stir fry, egg frying rice. So like I didn't. I've never made egg fried rice before. I just really want to try it. The plating looks delicious. The drink is a cup of freshly brewed hot cocoa. The cutlery he gives you is still a round plastic fork with no offensive features. You sit at the dining table and start eating. He sits on the chair opposite to you and flips through a book. It's still snowing outside, and listening to the squeaking sound of the fireplace, the atmosphere in the cabin is particularly comfortable. As long as you ignore the fact that you are in the same room with the murderer who kidnapped you, everything's easily relaxing. You look at him, who is full of mysteries and some questions arise in your mind, and you decide to ask carefully. Can I ask you a question?
What is it?
What
Usually, I would read some anatomy and taxidermy books, but today is different.
Is his voice easily caught up on the stream, by the way? I was worried about that for a second. Like, I just thought about that. Like, is his voice too low? What are you reading today?
The Truman Show.
Isn't that a movie? Was it a book first? Is that... I probably sound so stupid. It was The Truman Show a book before the movie? What's the book like?
The whole world that the protagonist lives in, including himself, is all just someone's creation. Everything that happens is watched by the audience, and there is no privacy at all. But he is completely unaware that he is in such a large theater. Very
Creepy.
Ridiculous, right? I can't imagine this to happen in reality, or to me. If our world was like the Truman Show, how would the audience view the current situation? Excited? Why?
They may be attracted by your charm and want to be killed by you. God, the main character is such a little freak. Yeah, look at that. He's like, holy shit. What the fuck's wrong with this girl?
Incomprehensible. But what a bunch of weirdos with good taste.
It's hard to tell from his poker face whether he's seriously boasting or joking. Given the amount of times I laugh unprompted, maybe I should have been a hyena VTuber instead of a snake. Because that idea really does have sauce, I think. What work are you going to use me for? It looks up at you for a moment.
I was going to make you into some kind of doll at first. Your eyes are beautiful, but if they are left alone, they'll become rotten and sunken. So I would like to dig your eyes out and put them in a glass jar and soak them in formalin to preserve them.
Yeah, baby, talk dirty to me. God, your dirty talk is shit.
Glass beads will be placed in the empty eye sockets to replace the eyes. You look very pleasing to the eye, so I would also like to keep the head intact. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
I say at first has his mind changed. Probably because I'm the goat. I'm curious if we don't have the guts to ask any further. Pick up the book next to you and start flipping through it. It's a book about the possibility of having a completely opposite version of yourself in a parallel world. Is there a completely opposite version of you? What do you think it would be like? Probably not a murderer.
That book. Let me think. Probably a guy wearing a burgundy coat and always having a smile on his face.
Why burgundy?
Because I like blue. If he is the opposite of me, he should like red, right?
Fair. I saw many potted plants on the shelves in the living room, but why were they all withered?
I have tried my best. I don't know why they always die.
Alright, we went through everything. It's noon time. To thank you for making breakfast for me today, let me make lunch in return. Fuck that fucking stare. He frowns at you with the expression, "Are you out of your mind?" Don't worry, you said there are traps outside the house, only you don't know how to get in and out normally. Even if I resist you with a knife, I can't escape.
Okay, but I'll keep an eye on you. Don't try anything stupid.
Stupid's my middle name. Right. As for what to cook and the ingredients, well, a bad idea flashes through your head and curiosity makes you ask, do you eat human flesh?
No, why would I do that? I just use human bodies as materials for making art, and I never think about eating them.
I thought you murderers all had some degree of cannibalism. Fucking hell, main character, what the hell? I thought you all had a degree of cannibalism.
Let's put it this way. Do you eat paint and painting tools?
What I do in my free time is none of your business.
Just because I kill people to use as materials to make works doesn't mean I will eat them. Also, I'm different from those who have fun committing a crime and kill purely for the sake of killing. Don't confuse me with that kind of unprincipled guy. I wouldn't do anything unless necessary. You are here only because you witnessed the crime scene.
I did? I see. After hearing this, you decide to cook a common dish, cook a human meat dish. Common. Alright. Eggs, tomatoes, white rice, some curry powder. Okay, I've decided. I start to cook. BP watches the entire production process. Rather than worrying about you escaping, he's more worried about you blowing up the kitchen. Soon after, a normal curry omelet rice was served. That looks heavenly. I've made like oma rice, like rice with topped with like an omelet before, and oh my god, it was so good. I've not made it since, but I've never seen a curry omelet rice. That, oh, I want. I want. He stares at the omelet rice without saying a word. Don't worry, there's no poison. Poison. Weren't you watching the whole process? He starts to move after you finish speaking. He takes a spoonful. Can I not speak? He takes a spoonful of omelet rice and puts it in his mouth. Is it shit or is it really good? What do you think?
It's surprisingly quite delicious.
Let's go. You know, the quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just that no one has cooked for me for a long time.
Sad. I can make you more if you like. You had a fairly pleasant afternoon.
Hey, hey!
You're woken up from sleep by the man. His face is close to you, but his blue eyes are staring at you. What's up? You sit on the couch and rub your eyes.
Got to go.
Gotta go?
I've noticed something unusual about the number of police cars patrolling nearby recently. They must have some relevant evidence and are doubting it. It is very likely there is an ambush outside. It's snowing heavily outside now, and I think it's time to leave now. Come with me or not. It's your choice.
Oh, shit, I could save? Let's go. I'm gonna go with him, because we're playing that kind of like Bonnie and Clyde type shit. What do you want me to do? I'm fine with both choices, but I need you to look me in the eyes and tell me, what do you prefer me to do? You stare at his eyes.
I prefer.
He hesitates to speak and looks away, looking like he's thinking about something. Hold his hands! Your behavior makes him a little panicked, and he doesn't seem to be good with this kind of situation. You notice that his ears are flushed, and this unexpected reaction makes you want to tease him a little bit. What do you prefer me to do?
I prefer.
After a moment of silence, he slowly speaks.
That you come with me.
I knew it, you little bitch boy. Come here. He tries hard to look you in the eyes and speak his thoughts.
We'll set off early tomorrow morning.
Day 7.
Follow my footsteps.
You follow the shoe prints he leaves on the snow and finally succeed in avoiding the many traps around the cabin. Just as you're walking through the forest, you hear movement behind you. Freeze! In the snowstorm, several policemen who were lying in ambush chase after you. You ignore them and keep running forward. Bang! A gunshot shoots across the sky and you feel pain in your left calf. You are shot. Sad. He looks around. He looks at me. I look at him. He looks at me. I look at him. He turns to look at you, considering whether to leave you. Run. You yell at him. But he approaches you. And he holds you in his arms. You feel warmth on your forehead. He kisses your forehead. You feel the time freeze in this moment. The kiss is almost like a goodbye. And then he leaves you and runs forward, disappearing into the heavy snow. You are later taken back to the police for questioning. You say throughout the process that you were a victim. On that note, you're not lying. You don't reveal any unnecessary details. Since there is no relevant evidence to prove that you are an accomplice, the police can only release you after a long period of interrogation. After that, 2 years passed. Now, you live in a cheap little apartment. You live an ordinary life as if what happened 2 years ago never happened. The day is Halloween, and every household nearby has put some thought into making decorations, but for you, it's just another day at work. When you return to your apartment after getting off at work at evening, why am I struggling so badly to speak? When you get off work in the evening, the strange thing is that as soon as you open the door, you feel a gust of wind. You remember that you closed the window before going out. Just when you're about to close the window, you find a gift left by someone on the table next to the windowsill. A red rose. You don't know why. You have a feeling the BP has been here. Every Halloween after that, you receive a rose at your residence. It's like a once-a-year greeting. Although he says nothing, the rose seems to tell everything. And although you have certain similarities, you are two people from different worlds after all. Perhaps living your own life in this way is the best outcome for both of you. Good end for tattoo in different worlds. Okay, I like that. Let's kind of load up that save actually and see what happens when we choose to stay. You want to stay and live I want to stay and live a normal life. You think that this crazy journey could not go on anymore.
Okay, I understand.
Suddenly his face slowly moves closer to you. Just when he's about to touch you, I'm stabbed. Yeah. He takes a piece of cloth and covers your mouth and nose hard. After struggling hard for 2 to 3 minutes, your consciousness gradually becomes blurred. When you open your eyes, you're back in the basement again. You're tied to a chair. You cannot move your body. You try to break free, but you fail. The rope is tied very firmly. You hear someone's footsteps getting close to the door. The door opens. He walks in slowly, holding something behind his back. He moves closer and closer to you, until he's at your ear. You can hear his breathing and your own heartbeat. You close your eyes out of fear. You can feel that he's scratching your skin softly with the back of a knife, and the cold metal stimulates your nerves. His palm is holding the back of your neck through his glove, as if he's studying your face and thinking about where to cut it. Fear boils inside you, tears filling your eyes unconsciously. Suddenly, he fiercely holds up the back of your neck, forcing you to look him in the eyes. He slowly speaks with a soft tone in your ear.
If you stay here, you might reveal my information to the police. The risk of keeping you alive is too high. But even if I say I want you to come with me, a normal person like you will leave me one day eventually. I quite like you. And if it's you, I would like to turn you into a work and put you somewhere I can see you every day. It's you who made me realize that I might be more selfish than I thought. Don't worry. I'll saw your head off as material for artwork and visit you every day.
What a little creep.
Thank you for spending these few days with me. I felt quite at ease. We'll have more time to spend together in the future.
F. Let's get F's in chat here. The red flower flows from the neck. Now you can either feel or think. Everything becomes dark. That is really pretty how the hair flares around. I do like that. Your body and skull are separated. Finds a new place after he takes your head and leaves the cabin. He carefully makes your head into a specimen, and your eyes are replaced with glass beads. You're made into a beautiful but creepy doll, and he visits you often. You become his favorite work. You are with him forever in the form of art. Good ending. 4, 1. Okay, so I've gone ending 1, 2, so there's ending 3 and 4. I assume those endings have to do with, you know, the escape ending, so let's just skip through these little tidbits we already read through. So, what happens when I knock over a meal? What? I skipped too far, I didn't read any of that, that's my bad. Okay. That's my bad, guys. It's my bad. So we're just gonna go skip through this little initial thing. You open your eyes after hearing some noises. What's up? A tall man wearing a mask is squatting on the ground and looking at you, his head tilted. He looks extremely displeased. You notice the mop and bucket he brought with him. Who are you? Why did you abduct me? He starts to clean up, ignoring your questions. After a while, the dirty room became clean, and he doesn't forget to spray alcohol everywhere to disinfect when he's done. You feel very hungry. I understand the game is in a different language, but nobody could go over and like what's it called, grammar check Hungary. There's been no food or water in here since yesterday. Sometimes when you're so hungry that your stomach hurts, you can only use your arms to press your stomach hard to relieve the pain. The third day passed. There's a chill in your limbs, and you can't muster any strength in your hands and feet. You need to replenish calories, maintain body functions, or else you'll faint. Wow. Okay, so that's the instant death button. A week passed. You're lying on the bed in a daze, only one breath left. In a trance, you hear the sounds of the heavy gate, and then its footsteps. You feel that your body is in the air. It seems like someone has picked you up. You think it would be great if it's the police coming to rescue. The possibility makes you fall asleep in peace. But you never wake up again. Bad end. 6 out of 1. Messy is unacceptable. Okay, so that's the instant death button.
You not the set. If you die now, you'll rot.
I didn't expect the game to go that fast. That's my bad. I thought the game was a lot longer. Let's investigate and look around. The door. It's that creepy figure again. It's the body. I can't remember what the hell's. Yeah. What up, freak? Fuck. What the hell is it? Fuck. Holy shit. Oh my god. Against the glass cabinet. It stops before your fist hit. Your wrist is grabbed by someone. Before you realize it, the man is already standing
The
behind you.
last thing I welcome is an uneducated person like you.
A twinge in your abdomen, and then red, warm liquid flows out. He kills you and cleans up the scene carefully. After dissolving you with strong acid, he buries you in the garden. Bed in 6. 2. You're not good enough to be material. Yeah, dude, we're speed running. Let's go. All endings.
You not the set. If you die now, you'll rot.
It's really hard to take that scary scene seriously when that's the Cinema Sins intro sound. Ding, ding. Okay, so I think we're gonna go through the little romance route a little bit, and then we're going to give him human flesh just to see what happens. Because I didn't save, because I keep forgetting saving as an option.
Where do you think
Actually, wait. First,
the first
I want to attack him.
should be?
Oh.
You were indeed pretending.
I didn't mean to skip, but I think I died. I wonder what this is built in, because this is usually with Ren'Py, it has like a hotkey built into the program where you could press shift and it would stop the skip, but it doesn't have that. So I have to like actually click it, and sometimes it doesn't click.
You not the set. If you die now, you'll rot. Interesting.
We're
Don't you? You're
in
such a weirdo.
weirdo.
Where do you think the first cut should be?
Once I get out of the basement, I need a save. Is the I think there is definitely a way to save. Yeah, and this is where we save. There we go. Escape. Oops. There's a man wearing a mask dragging a corpse in the cabin. Unfortunately, you were discovered by the man. You ran wild. I did not catch a lot of that, and that's my bad. So we're reloading that so you guys can actually see what happens. The ocean scented perfume, formalin, blah blah blah. You stink. Honestly, I don't know why we don't just kill him. Okay. Escape. If you don't run away now, then when? You open the door and find a forest with heavy snow outside. Remember why you came here. You were traveling alone. In the evening, your car hit a deer in the forest road and then stalled. There was no cell phone signal in the deep mountains. You walked on the road for 30 minutes until it got dark. And then you saw the lights of the cabin in the forest and decided to ask the occupants for help. That's when you witnessed that scene. You witnessed a man wearing a mask, dragging a corpse into the cabin. And unfortunately, you were discovered by the man. You ran wildly on the mountain road, but the man was far more familiar with the terrain than you were, and he quickly got in front of you and knocked you out. Then, when you opened your eyes, you were in an underground secret room. This time the man fell ill on the couch, and there's no one to stop you. You cross the gate with confidence, but after you only took a few steps, a sharp pain hits your calf, and you look at the blood stain on the snow. Just now, you realize there are a lot of bear traps placed around the cabin, and it was difficult for you to identify them because they were covered by the snow. The unsolvable pain makes you fall towards the ground in front of you, and more bear traps are triggered. You are no longer you. You are an unrecognizable piece of flesh. The snow has dyed even brighter red. You can only wait for the wolves to eat your remains. That ends 6 out of 6. Beware of traps. Okay, it's time to take care of him. So we go. I don't know where that code for the lockbox would be. I haven't seen anything that could, like, reasonably be it. I might have to Google the answer, because I don't know what it could be. Because the only things I've seen is, like, maybe it's October 1st. 1 second. Not October. So I'm going to check for 10/3/03 19. Oh, yeah, 10/3/03. Sorry, wait, no, that's not his birthday. It's 10/3/01. I almost gave him my birthday. Oh shit, I'm right. V equals 2FT P3. What the fuck does that mean? We're taking care of him, the little boy with the pretty little face. Just fucking spooked. I love that expression. He's just so scared.
Why are you doing this?
Because I'm nuts.
You saw me faint and didn't choose to run away. You're such a weirdo. Bloody Painter. That's the name. If you find it difficult, there are traps all around the cabin, and only I know how to get in and out safely. it would soon be covered with a layer of dust. Are you alright? Don't. It's dangerous.
Oh my god.
Wait for a sec. Is there anything I can help you? Yes, I am. Have these people I haven't seen? Yes, please. I placed some traps near an old friend who came to visit me recently.
Does that code literally mean nothing? That would suck. If I can't figure it out by the time I finish this, then I'll have to like actually Google it. Can I ask you a
What
question?
is it?
Blah, 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 blah.
Usually, I would read some The Truman Show. Everybody, if our world was like The Truman Show, how would the audience view the current exciting? But what a bunch of weirdos with good taste. Oh, probably because I like blue. If he is the you look very pleasing. You're welcome. I don't know why they always die. Okay, but don't try anything stupid.
Stupid's my middle name, brother.
No, I just use human bodies as materials for making art, and I never think about eating them.
There it
Don't. You are here
is.
only
Here, just so
because
I
you
can make him
witnessed the crime scene.
Can I try cooking human flesh? Holy shit. Is the person I captured crazier than me?
Are you serious? Why do you do that?
I'm quite curious about the taste of human flesh. Haven't you ever been curious about it?
No, never thought of it.
This also helps you get rid of unnecessary material, doesn't it?
I do have some useless cuts of meat in the basement freezer. By the way, I won't eat it.
He says, still takes you to the basement, open the freezer, and take out a piece of human thigh meat. You turn on the oven and start to cook. He watches the process rather. Roasted human thigh steak appears on the table. He stares at the human steak on the table and has no intention of eating.
You go ahead and eat. I have no appetite.
Fine. You cut the human steak into size that fits your mouth, put a piece in your mouth. The human flesh tastes firm, very chewy, distinct beefy flavor. It tastes a bit like venison. Though it's delicious, it's difficult to chew, so you chew it for a very long time. He frowns. It's really delicious. When he likes them?
No.
He continues to watch you eating this stuff. At the point your fork accidentally falls to the ground. You bend down to pick up the fork, fall and then raise your head to continue eating. Look at your plate and notice there seems to be a piece of meat
Not
missing.
bad.
Did you say something? You little bitch, you stole off my plate. Come here. He licks his fingertips and says, and stays. You had a fairly pleasant afternoon.
Hey! Got to go. I've noticed they come with me or not. It's your choice.
I'm going to save again here. With the human flesh, because I want to see if anything changes if I leave with him after having eaten human flesh.
I prefer.
And then if not, then I have to figure out what that code thing is for.
That you come with me. We'll set off early tomorrow morning. Follow my footsteps.
Yeah, he just gives me a gentle little kiss. A little kiss. Yep, it's the same ending as before. Never mind. So, because I eat human flesh, does it change if I don't go with him?
Okay, I understand.
Yes, it does not change. Let's see it. I get it though.
If and it's you, don't worry. I'll saw your head off. Thank you. We'll have more time to spend together in the future.
It feels like that choice should have more ramifications. You have to Google. Oh, wait. Okay. Apparently that code is a YouTube video. Wait, hold up. 1 second. Let me show you guys, what I'm looking at on my other tab. So you can see what that links to. Hold up. Let me find it. So this is what it links to. It's a YouTube video, apparently. And it is meant to, like, be something. Let's watch it. See what it is. Let's piece it together. I'm confused. Mostly. And weirded out. I kind of like that little picture that popped up. The, like, it was really subtle, but I liked how, like, it had, like, 2 heads with really long, like, spinal necks. That was really cool. I don't know what that... Okay, so it leads to a Google Drive. And another... Okay. This has gone full ARG. 1 second. I need to switch tabs back to the dating sim so I don't accidentally show anything I'm not supposed to. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't... This website's mostly in, I don't know what language this is on, and I don't want to accidentally say it's the wrong language. 1 second. Because I think I know what language this is, but I also know I don't want to say it's the wrong one if I'm incorrect. Okay, yeah, it's Chinese. I thought so. What does this mean?
Yes. Why?
Oh my god, it's more lore. Holy shit, wait. Wait. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's lore. 1 second. This is ARG shit. 1 moment. Let me... There we go. It's ARG shit. Look at that. God, this actually looks really good. Born 1st, 1980, Molly Anderson, January 13, 1994, during a quarrel between Otis and his classmates. Tom Stiven on the roof of the school. Stiven fell off the school building, died. It was disappointed that Otis was the culprit, but he was not convicted due to lack of evidence. October 30th, 1994. Otis assaulted the residents of the student dormitory, resulting in 17 deaths, 5 injured, victims mostly classmates of Otis. Otis lost memory of the incident afterwards. That's so... I'm not gonna read the whole thing because that's like so long, but that's really cool. Oh wait, oh my god, it has layout for his, oh. Okay, that's, okay, I think that's a little cute. The whole layout for his apartment or whatever. And like, okay, I think that's a little cute. This is so, god, thank you, the Lucat. Oh my god, this is, I think this is so cool, personally. I really like shit like this. It really enhances the if I can get the words out, it really enhances the experience of the game. Being able to like God. Sorry, kicking my feet. That's so fucking cool. I don't know how to get the rest of the endings though. I think I've chosen like every thing that can like change the ending. But it says 4 out of 2, so like I might have to look at a guide. One second. Okay. I know the plan now. We're gonna speedrun. Speedrun, speedrun, speedrun.
You not the set. If you die now, you'll rot.
It is literally CinemaSins ding noise.
Interesting. Don't you? You're such a weirdo. Where do you think the first cut should be?
Speed running.
Why you some? You're
We're
such a weird.
so...
If you find it difficult, there are traps all
Romancing him
around the
is so
cabin,
easy.
and only I know how to get in and out safely. It would soon be covered with a layer of dust. Are you all right? Don't. It's dangerous. Wait for a sec. Is there anything I can help you? Yes, I am. Have these
Probably
people I
honestly can't
haven't
reload
seen?
to
Yes,
save.
I placed some traps near an old friend who came to visit me recently. What is it? I don't know why they always die.
Okay. So, Basically, the only difference
Oh,
between
don't
this
try
and the
anything
regular
stupid. No,
ending
I
for what
just
I was able to
oh,
look
don't.
up
You are
is
here
that
only
we
because you
don't
witnessed the
like hold
crime
his
scene.
hands in that ending scene.
It's surprising nothing. It's just that no one has cooked for me for a long time. Hey!
Okay.
Got to go. I've noticed
Click,
some.
click,
They
click,
must
click,
have
click.
some. It's snowing heavily. Come with me or not. It's your choice.
Go with him. What do you want me to do? I'm fine with both choices, but what do
I
you want?
prefer.
Just do nothing.
If I take you with me, you might become a burden in the process. But if I don't take you, it will be even worse if you reveal my information to the police.
Calmly analyzes the situation.
So you might as well come with me. Follow my footsteps.
You follow the shoe prints he leaves in the snow. Finally succeed in avoiding the many traps around the cabin. Just as you're walking through the forest, you hear movement behind you. Freeze! In the snowstorm, several policemen who were lying in ambush chase after you. You ignore them and keep running forward. Bang! A gunshot shoots across the sky. You feel pain in your left calf. You are shot. He turns to look at you as if he's considering whether to leave you. He approaches you. And he holds you in his arms, and then you feel a pain in your back. The hand he is holding around you from behind has a sharp blade. He pierces your body with a sharp blade over and over again until you lose consciousness. Everything becomes dark. Until just now you realize that you chose to follow because he and I are the same kind. You wake up from a nightmare, and you are lying in a comfortable bed. You look around and find yourself in a cozy-looking room with specimens hanging on the walls.
Are you alright?
The man asks as he opens the door. I'm alright. 2 years after that. That night, 2 years ago, even after you were shot in the leg, the two of you continued to run forward in the snow. Fortunately, the winds and snow were strong enough to cover up your whereabouts, so you were not caught up. After that, you came to another remote mountainous area and rented another cabin to settle down.
I heard someone talk very frequently in her sleep.
I was just having a nightmare. Hey, yo, back up. He sits on the edge of the bed and strokes your cheek, his forehead touching yours gently.
Don't worry. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing more dangerous than me here.
Romantic. He's right. If you are just an ordinary person, you should be worried about the murderer living under the same roof as you now, rather than a nightmare. But you're not an ordinary person. You are as cold-blooded and emotionless as him. You two are equally evil. This makes you both find a sense of belonging in the other. Living with the others made him feel uncomfortable at first. But living with a crazy person like him doesn't make him feel uncomfortable. Because you can always quickly know what the other person is thinking. And you also know clearly where the other person's boundary is. You live under the same roof, but you don't interfere with each other. He continues to commit crimes, and you sometimes participate on a whim. You have each other by the short hairs, and you know that if you expose each other's crimes to the public, then you'll be finished too, so more or less cover each other. You have a strange, symbiotic relationship, where you sometimes dislike each other, and sometimes deceive each other, but you also have absolute trust in each other. Two madmen, keeping each other company. Good ending. 4-4, Madman's House. I probably should have fucking saved. I didn't. But all of the things are kind of the same. Is that one. So I'll just choose this. I'm going to go with him, and I'm going to let the timer run out.
I prefer.
I almost clicked on impulse.
So you might as well come with me. Follow my footsteps.
We saw all this. I want to follow him.
Are you alright?
The man asks as he opens the door. I'm alright. 2 years after that night 2 years ago, even after he shot in the lake, the two of you continued to run forward in the snow. Fortunately, the wind, blah blah blah. We read all this. We don't need to read
If
it
you're
again.
fine, get up quickly. I will need your help in today's creation.
Yes, teacher. Mm-hmm.
Bring me the bone saw.
Okay.
Iron in the blood will trigger a luminol reaction. Any area with bloodstains outside should be wiped with hydrogen peroxide at least 3 times. Wiping blood-stained areas with hydrogen peroxide reduces the luminescence, but when it's dark, it still glows obviously to the naked eye. So, try not to leave bloodstains anywhere other than the basement.
Got it.
Good girl. You're learning fast.
And teaches you carefully, every step and every detail. I zoned out for a second. You assist him in cleaning up crime scenes and assisting him in completing his creations. During the day, you pretend to be good citizens under false identities. And at night, in a place where every Jesus Christ, can I please speak? In a place where people can't see you, you create creations that are outraged by both humans and gods. The paranoia of art, the clean and neat killing methods, the cautious and intelligent thought, and the neat and invisible crime scenes. You are obsessed with everything about him, and he is the person you long to follow. You long to become the second under him, under his leadership. He is a good mentor. Rather than pampering his disciple, he prefers to use guidance to let you learn freely. You have become a pawn that he is proud of. For him, he would do anything. Until an accident occurred while committing a crime. His legs were permanently injured, and he could only walk with crutches since then. He is already in his 40s at this time, and you feel that the traces of time make his elegance even more charming. Just when you think about the bloody painter's evil deeds have come to an
Take
end.
it. I have nothing left to teach you.
Teacher, what do you mean by
You
that?
seem to like this mask very much. I don't think I'll use it anymore, so I'll give it to you. What to do next is up to you.
I can't believe we saw the twink, death. Actually, no, this isn't even twink death. This is just a twink growing slightly older. He's still kind of a twink. You look at the mask in your hand and seem to understand the meaning of the teacher's words. You think to yourself that maybe your encounter with him years ago was just for this moment. I won't disappoint you. The legend continues. Good ending. Letter 3, Master and Disciple. I don't know if I want to do all the, what's it called? I could think. Because I did quite a few of the, I think I did a lot of the, bad endings already. Yeah. Okay, so that was the Bloody Painter dating sim. Oh my god, what a trip. What a trip, what a trip, what a trip. Okay. What a, that was, I really liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I bullshitted a lot there and I joked a lot there, but I actually really liked it. Like, as I mentioned before, I was always a very big creepypasta fan. So having like a whole like little dating sim kind of thing focused around that one of the characters. Oh my god, my little heart was thump 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 thump. I was so happy. I was so excited. I also loved how like kind of almost realistically it was written in some places. Like, yeah, he doesn't fully love you. You're just kind of like a toy. I fuck heavy with that concept in yandere dating sims and shit, where like they don't actually love you. They're just briefly amused by you, which I is a trope I very much love. Just feels very realistic in a scenario that's mostly unrealistic. Um, I think my favorite ending was the Madman ending because I really liked how he very much kind of like I liked seeing Dilf Painter. I like seeing him as an old man. I think that was really funny. Um Seeing the ARG stuff was also really really cool. And I really liked seeing how much love and thought was put into it. I love the art. The art was so good. I wish there was more art, honestly. Um let's see what else. Thank you all so much for showing up. For those watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, give me a follow on Twitch or YouTube or whichever is more comfortable for you. Maybe even follow me on my Twitter if you wanna see when my schedule is and like when I'm streaming, because I always post right before and I always post a schedule every Sunday of what I'm gonna be doing that week. Um, I think that's it. I think I've gone over. I think we speed ran. Um, I'm gonna be posting the VOD up soon, and I hope everybody had a very happy time. Bye bye.